to go to our ATR mode. So let's go to the ATR mode. And right now you see it's set on room temperature detector. So let's move it to the cools detector. Yeah, it's just going to take a few seconds to move the mirrors down for the ATR. Yes, you're good.
Still.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
there you go. Cool.
So once it moved to the ATR mode, you see there's a little new window that has popped up. This is where you are looking at the ATR pressure. You don't have to monitor it or anything like that. By default, it will go to the standard pressure that is like at 15 psi. So basically, one of the questions that comes up is 15 okay for all types of samples? I see that more than 90 to 95% of your samples, it's fine with the standard pressure, and especially polymers, they are way squishier than anything. There are some folks who work with rocks and things like that. They need to go a little higher in pressure, and for that you can set up your own custom pressure profiles. Why we recommend 15 is that more like in the middle of what the green area is. You can really go up to 40, you won't really damage or anything. But if you go more and do every experiment at like 50, 50 or 60, then you are increasing the wear and tear on your micro ATR. That means the lifetime is going to be shorter. So that's the only key thing. 15 should be okay for most standard material. It's not a big deal for that. So that's your standard, and you don't have to do anything on this basically unless you have a custom profile or something to set up. So if you just click on that little area, so you can create a new pressure profile if you ever need to. But for our work, we will be fine with 15, so we will not create a new one, but you have the option to create a very custom profile for yourself that, no, I want to measure it at 40 for all my samples. Okay, no problem. So, but the recommended is don't go into 80 or 100. You will break your pressure. I mean, you will break your crystal very, very quickly. If you keep going to 80 and 100, you're just reducing the life.
So if the crystal is damaged, so we just order a new one?
You will have to get the new one, yes.
New one. Okay.
Yes. And you have to get the new one, and you can do the alignment actually by yourself also. So it's like, so when you order the crystal, so I'll show you how it looks. And so the key thing is, you can move samples and everything back and forth, but just don't move the crystals back and forth. So this is your germanium crystal. And it has a cover on it. This is just to protect the crystal, but don't turn it because the alignment of your ring depends if you just twist and turn or move it around. So don't, I would say, play with it. That's very important because the alignment of the crystal is important so that the energy really goes through the tip and reaches where your aperture is set up. But over time, folks may get they may be thinking of something else, and sometimes it gets loose or something happens to it. You do get 2 alignment screws that is like this, and it's very straightforward to do the alignment as well. But if you break this, you will just order this part. This is the only part you need to order, and you get the new one in, you screw it down. There's a protocol, you'll have to align it, just center it and everything like that, so you will have to do the alignment. But it doesn't happen that often, I would say. But yeah, have people broken it? Yes. But most of the times the breaking comes because somebody dropped it. Not with use. It's usually like something that has manually happened that it has broken. As you can see, it's a very fine tip. So cleaning it up, usually I have all these wipes. So I use the wipes, but
The alcohol wipes.
but you can think about it. This is for your, unique study, just like they said. So if you want to get some lens cloths in your lab, so there are lens cloths available with IPA as well. They're pretty pricey. Those are the ones that is there in the semiconductor clean rooms. They use those. Those are bigger too. I don't know if there are smaller versions. So, I don't have any in my lab, but I have seen in all the semiconductor clean rooms these big lens cloths with IPA on it. So think about it, but it's IPA.
So this is just buy from CVS.
Yeah, this is just from CVS.
Yeah, the high quality CVS.
Actually, Amazon one. So that box, the Medline box, is from Amazon. That's like $5 for 100, and this is I think like $7 or $8.
And so the physics of this is going to be in there, and it's going to collect the beam, and then it's going to be focused through the
exactly.
the
So it
points.
just goes. If we insert it like that, it goes right in. Beam comes, and this is the tip that makes the
that
contact.
touches the
Yes.
item.
Opposite
Of the other
of the
one, yes.
ATR.
Here the ATR
Right, it
sits
came,
like this.
came down right.
Because here it is still reflectance mode, so the beam has to come down and go back up. And yes, before you start and after measurement, always you have to clean ATR.
Each measurement.
You have to clean.
And that's for both machines, for that machine.
For this and this ATR as a technique in general, you have to clean. So just clean the tip of it. You usually are good. There are sticky stuff that may sometimes stick on it, so you may want to just take it under a regular prep microscope. So I think you have a lot of prep microscopes in the other room, right?
We have.
So for the folks who are using it here, just look under the prep microscope just in case if something is sticking. I wipe it down also with my Kim wipe, so you may have heard this from our service engineers. No, Kim wipe. You will destroy.
Over and over and over. Never use a Kim wipe.
Yes, they are extremely cautious because it happens, and especially for
They said it was okay.
They have clay in them, I guess.
if they have some clay in them, it can scratch over time. So what we see is, lens cloths are so expensive. Like we ourselves don't have it, so how can we recommend someone to use it? It's pricey to get lens cloths, like at least for the rate that we use these.
Can you get reusable lens cloth?
Probably like wash them and reuse it.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're cleaning most of it off with the alcohol prep wipe. So if you just use it to dry, it should be clean.
Yeah.
Or you could